Oh wow, I'm so done. I'm so wow. Yet, yet, yet. Okay, gonna cut it now. Two cards at once. You think you're getting one thing, and in reality, you're getting another. The Three of Swords in reverse. Something can be healed, can be mended, restored in some manner. Six of Wands. Victory over a disappointment, a heartbreak, a wish come true, a wish that you renounced or have given up on. Rather, I feel you've given up on how it should translate us and what it actually meant or whom it was supposed to be involved in the fulfillment of said wish. A perception of yourself and what you actually want, wish or desire. There's healing. There's powerful healing here. Grand rising energy with the Six of Wands. There's liberation. A feeling of being set free of something, a burden being lifted. Hey there. What you doing there? You little schmuck. What are you giving? Where are you giving there? What's in that cup? Ah, it's the Seven of Cups in reverse. Someone's coming back around to say that they're not confused at all. Very loving. Again, they can be... why did schmuck come... As in, they may have rude manners, opposite to what you know them to be, so they may mask or go about it in a manner that appears as, well, playful, less heavy, doesn't make big promises, that just come and, hey, here's my heart, right? And we had that energy of the filled cup today. Wow. And we had the other energy of yesterday's reading about the fact that the feminine has really not much else to do except, receive. She healed herself, she's done her own work, she's released, forgiven, past exes, past relationships, etc. Heartbreak, generally speaking. And she's standing victorious on her own. Here comes the offer. It's the same. What is this? It's a Cancerian, Scorpion, Pisces. Scorpionic energy of Pisces. And it's the same dude. I'm sorry for calling him dude. Obviously, it's a counterpart. Very loving, very sensitive, insightful, warm, gentle, respectful, romantic. There's no confusion here. But they're not confused. Neither are you. The challenge here may be, oh, I just realized. Oh, cover yourself, woman. This is not OnlyFans. Scorpionic. It's a Scorpionic energy. Someone is not confused. If it's someone from your past, it was definitely because that in reverse. I don't think they ever were. They were just trying to find a solution. Why do I sense this energy of, I don't see time here? Where's time? There's no time. Where are the pentacles? Right? It's exactly what I was thinking. And there it is. Here's where the pentacles are. Painful separation or external or unrelated factors secondary to the connection itself that's still current. Someone's feeling the separation, someone's struggling financially, and there was not enough time, forced by circumstance, or this feeling of being forced by circumstance to separate, either some form of an affair or some strings attached, distance, differences, misunderstandings, both of the people struggling because there was someone brokenhearted here, and someone felt victorious in overcoming or avoiding. I hear in this feminine's mind, they've avoided further heartbreak or the repetition of a heartbreak, not necessarily because it was the same person. I feel they were just more hurt than they ever fought, and they weren't open nor available, and they saw victory in being alone. I'm better off on my own, right? I'm not going to risk this. This could be a heartbreak, and I don't want to risk it. But it may be because they actually felt how profound and sensitive this person was. There was a powerful connection here. Scorpionic energy here. Some emotional confusion, or rather the perception of this feminine of this is not an option. If she was accusing the other person of having options open or not knowing what they want or not caring in the same manner, they were wrong. Someone wants to offer their heart. Emotional involvement, emotional vulnerability, complete devotion, willingness, connection, compassion, empathy, support, emotional support, very caring masculine, and revelation of feeling alone, struggling, past life experiences that you may have in common, but they're going to tell you that they missed you, that they miss you. Whether you knew each other or not, they feel as if you were missing in their life. Okay, wow. I'm not gonna shuffle them, except I usually use my left hand. We're gonna go with the right. We're looking at what's gonna be manifested here. Fortune in reverse. You felt as if it's a missed opportunity or destiny against you, but it's based on past trauma. Someone wasn't willing to risk anything. Whatever stability or sense of victory that they've conquered by overcoming other trials, other challenges, other trauma, other heartbreak, other being stabbed in the back and so on, they said, I'm not risking it anymore. So there's a closed offness, not a genuine openness towards actually entertaining this offer or this possibility or accepting someone's love. The excuses may have been, again, accusations, jumping to conclusions, cryptic behavior, lack of information, lack of time given to the situation to bloom into anything else. But this feminine recognized the offer of love, and that was from the heart. They felt this masculine's love. It's impossible not to feel it. It was genuine, it was gentle, caring. This masculine treated this feminine as she deserved to be treated. But she decided, no, I'm not risking this. There may have been something that she recognized or triggered her traumas. And if there's been a separation here, death usually involves some shadow work, dark night of the soul, renunciation, transformation, etc., alchemization. So there may have been a while here. 5 months, 5 years even, I hear. Wow. The conversation in reverse, yes, a lot's not being said. Doubts may have had to do with what has not been said or clearly stated. Or again, this is a masculine that doesn't make big promises, doesn't talk too much, but you can feel their love, either through small gestures, through signs of affection, or just, connecting with them. This person may have struggled with something else, lack or poverty, or toxic or problematic relationship with the, finances in general, manifestation wise, and struggling to either get a job or hold on to money. Maybe they were overgiving. Maybe they had a toxic way to certain people in their life to express their love, whereas They felt they needed to offer them gifts and bestow onto them. So maybe not good with communication, but this is someone who constantly showers people with gifts, and they may not have a lot of time on their hands. It's still a night energy, very active, right? Moved, very empathetic. So someone may have felt this person seeking for no actual commitment because they're giving this cup to just anyone or stuff like that. If there was a separation, obviously they felt it. This was someone who felt always either that they're not reciprocated, either that they don't have support, emotional support, no one understands them, and so on. And conversation in reverse, it means issues in communicating, speaking two different languages, either love or generally speaking, that needed to take place and it never did for some reason. Lost opportunity and things working against this, the easy flow or alignment of these two people. Joy, celebration. The masculine wants this more than the feminine. Yep, it's a masculine coming to offer. Again, very servient, very, very humble, very hardworking, gentle. They have a way about them. Dark-haired, tall, slender. Wears casual clothing, except for work. They may work, either way they work lower paid jobs, constructions, etc. But they love what they do because they can get to interact with people. They love creating and they're very handy, skilled with their hands, capable. Again, very humble. This is someone who works very well as in lower paid jobs, or as long as they feel they're honest jobs and gives them the satisfaction of being in service. And here's that again, definitely Scorpionic energy. Do you see it here? 11. They may appear as weak or maybe even this softer side to them that you may have connected with. They don't show it to just everyone. You may have felt it's in contrast, or they're hiding something, or they're too good to be true, I hear. Constancy in reverse. You never even started to build. You felt that they were maybe all over the place, or their life seemed to be a bit too complicated. Maybe they took their time when it comes to fitting into social connections, had built strong friendships with their colleagues, it's just someone who gets along with people, very pleasant, pleasing, available. There may be actually some form of either incident, health issues, health conditions. They had some time here. And the grand rising for them is they were waiting to heal so that they can come out of something. This can be a prison, this can be a home environment that's very toxic. It's someone who's far from home, that's currently receiving treatment. It can be rehab, it can be simply changing a habit, dietary habit. This is someone that may have been a bit, has not taken seriously their own health. Someone who always gives but doesn't consider their own needs too much. They prefer to be in the midst of people and always be there, useful, of good spirits. Again, hence, oh, I see the schmuck energy now, because you may have said this is someone who's not serious. They're not committal, right? Yeah, I see the hard-working part and the humble, and they're treating me well when they're there. But generally speaking, they have way too many interests to be any place for me in their lives. Immanuel. You may have been right in the sense that they may have been trapped in some form of a connection, but it's over. The grand rising consists in them being free, having had a transformation due to some unfortunate events in their life. So some health scare, some Hashem forbid, some incident, some literary man. I believe you feel they have emotional intelligence. You feel them as very, again, elevated spiritually, connected and empathetic and intuitive. Perhaps even giving you that sense of they're not the masculine that I need. You may have a toxic perception of what your masculine should be. The, bad boy, the whatever, because it's a counterfeit version of what feminines associate with strength. And the literary man means you may not have a line in what you perceived as intellectual capacity or just level of knowledge or information, and you perceive them as ignorant or lower class. Yes, they're humble. Yes, their heart is open. They treat me well and so on. But the communication is problematic and so on. They may have been in some sort of a situation whereas they generally do not communicate. It doesn't mean they don't have the information. They just don't communicate or express it with words. It's not someone who shares everything they've learned, and they don't seem to pursue specific knowledge either. Theirs is rather more practical wisdom, and they go by emotional intuition, but they appears to be not as advanced when it comes to certain topics, and basically you perceive them as ignorant or not interested simply at a different degree, whereas their needs were met by simply spending time with people, doing a good job, being able to provide for the ones that they love, and being a lot scattered in energy. They were available to basically anyone, but they were just as kind to anyone else, and you decide maybe it's not that important. I'm not that important for them, and maybe they're just like this with anyone else. Malady and sickness, literary. Someone was going through a lot, hence why there was nothing to express here. I believe they were already struggling when you met them. Again, they had some time here. They are currently receiving healing and so on, and they may have been affected by the influence of, in the midst of their being, trying to be a social butterfly and having a kind heart. Sometimes they may have been deceived. There's deception in their life. They've been betrayed in the past as well. Yet they never gave up on wanting to believe that there's good in people. Communication about some falsehood or false perception of them or what they were going through. So they're going to give you the details of what they're currently traversing, what they're coming out of, what their losses have been, and the transformations in their life, and how they themselves have been deceived and betrayed. And so the communication is about needing to put all the cards on the table, basically. Enemy and the friend. They think that you never understood them. They actually remained that Five of Pentacles and this sick card coming back around. I believe they're seeing things from a different perspective now. I believe they feel that you never really cared for them. They have a different perception on what relationships should be based on. This person cares a lot about friendship, loyalty, and being there for one another, more than just about rhetoric, communication, and all of that. So they try to actually, they saw in you as well, either falsehood or... So what they're going to tell you is that they've been hurt in the past, and that they feel that in some form, losing this connection, or you not giving them an actual possibility, or they don't understand. They try to hate you, as in their perception of you as well is a bit problematic, because they think you weren't loyal to them, as in you didn't want to put the work in, you didn't give them a chance, you treated them as you would an enemy, basically, either running away from them or accusing them of things. Or is it true? Was there any truth, or were you just acting out of trauma, or was it a fight or flight? Or They felt there was nothing they could do because there were a lot of things they couldn't tell you. Yes, there were things that they needed to keep from you. And they felt there was nothing they could do because you simply don't care. Your actions for them told them, revealed to them that you do not care, that you only care about your own interests, or they were left extremely disappointed and stuck in not understanding, struggling to gain clarity out of what just happened here, because in their mind there was nothing wrong. They were being themselves and taking things as they came. They were facing a lot of other issues in their life, probably already struggling with health issues, by the way, because I saw was very slender person, somehow to do with the upper side of the body, so either stomach, either something that affected the way they think, and or just simply trauma. Great consolation, they thought they found something finally different, but they got stuck not knowing what just happened here and why am I still stuck on this. I should be able to just say, okay, this is, someone who doesn't understand me. There's falsehood. This is not my person. They don't care about my health, my own situation. You may have had communication where they try to tell you that something happened to them, and this may have happened either before or during the pandemic. Delirious in reverse. So the accusations were not true. They were spending time with other people as well, having friends and so on. But those circles are obviously no longer there. So they're focusing on their health, trying to recover from major losses, both financially, the losses of these hopes that they had, very high hopes actually, very high hopes for this connection. Wow. So it's the scintilla is the spark of a new beautiful chapter that was beginning for them, but they never really got around to make it happen. Do you see how these two are basically one and the same? It's their pure innocent intentions and heart and the child in them that was so excited about this that never really healed. And the issue of time that I see here again, something wasn't allowed to grow into what it was meant to grow. There was no time. Thief in reverse. I felt it, yes. Yes, the person wasn't gonna be in and out. The person wanted to be in your life. They wanted you in their life. And the merchant in reverse. When you met them, they were struggling, either jumping from job to job, not having a fixed abode, either being away from home, having to take days off because they were sick, trying to compensate by, spending times with whatever friends they had, probably giving everything that they've earned to try and support others, self-sacrificed, had a terrible diet, no actual schedules or care for their own health or well-being. They were actually a very honest, humble person. They had things that didn't go well for them financially either, struggling. The widow in reverse. So the healing consists in them as well having some form of a grand rising and struggling to let something go. They may have also lost family members. And since they're so sensitive, they may have been affected even by loss of friends and so on. They're looking forward, as are you, obviously, trying to look forward. The two of you seem to have absolutely no connection currently, neither communication-wise, neither. And there you are again looking forward. Is it an expectation or anticipation? Or is it just looking for a new horizon? Or it's usually some form of anticipation, some insight, some feeling of something changing, something coming towards you again. from distant horizons. Through waters, obviously, extremely emotional, and from a distance, there's someone at a distance is traveling to meet you. Oh yes, they're traveling to meet you, you see. She has the blue skirt, and he's all in blue. So he's coming towards you through the waters. It's obviously it's blue energy. The military is someone who pursues, never gives up, knows what they're fighting for. They're determined, they're courageous. They don't have much, but they know what they're fighting for and where they're going. So this is whom you're seeing. You're seeing someone coming. Military, it's usually an air sign, strong air. But it can be fire, it can be... But yeah, air and water. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. From Scorpio. Probably air rising. But they're a fighter. Maybe someone extremely young. But they're willing to risk it all for something, basically. To stand and fight for something. Now they have the health to do it as well. Yep. And what else do they have? Here's the fire energy, the Leonic energy, the courage, the bravery. And now here she wears the red that she has over the heart, in the upper chakras over here. The passions, the femininity, the rose. The lower chakras have been healed. It's been subconscious and shadow work being done there. For him, it's completed. For her, there's still some passions that have risen, and she may perceive them as sparking new curiosity, more openness. She's trying not to control, because she doesn't know what's coming towards her. She anticipates it, she knows it, in the sense of she gets some signs, some hints, some intuition, right? But the passions are raised in the heart. She's daring to dream again, to get herself back out there, etc. Because 6 of Wands, right? And 8 here, hope. There's still hope. The passion that's coming that's gonna come back to the surface is a passion that you've already experienced. But it's alchemized, it's golden now. She's been feeling it coming. That Leo's Lionic gate portal. Yep, you fell is 77788. 5 major changes. And 7. 8 and 8 is 16. 7, 7, 7. That's it, baby. Your hopes are about to be met. You were right to wait for someone. You were working on your... Okay. Yep, you were right. Oh yeah, you were right. The torch. Sometimes it can be associated with liberty, which is Aphrodite, Venus, etc. She has many other names. The liberator, the light bringer, morning and evening star. The torch. Eternal living fire. The passions, the spark. Energy, courage. But it's in the form of wand, so it's in its masculine sense, it's the seed that's about to be planted. But the eternal living fires is a spark within our hearts, but only if alchemized once passed through the lower chakras, and from passion and lust, or anger, resentment, and so on, the other aspects, it turns into creativity, passion, and courage, resilience, resistance. The torch is also what one would hold. If they didn't have the lamp, they would have the torch. But usually it guides the way, or it shows you enough as you need to move forward. And this fire never goes out. That's the number one rule. A fire never went out. Leonic, Sagittarian, Aries energy. Six of Wands is more Leonic or Aries. Sometimes it can be Sag, depending. The torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. You're gonna receive the clarity. The spark was never really gone. It's just now alchemized into something warmer, more creative. That also means a lot more fertile. Illumination, clarity, guidance, courage, passing on the flame, I hear. So someone is coming to bring you clarity, warmth again. And someone has achieved not only healing but powerful transformation. Information, light. Fire and water, fire, water. Right? They're the water that has encountered his fire and is wanting that fire to guide him. He's passionate about carrying this torch and leading the way and being the one to open the path and walk in front as a military would, right? He protects the defenseless, the innocents, the ones they love. They're fighting to protect something, to defend something, right? To stand for something. So it's not about them. Here they were stuck in the passion, in the lust, and they've done shadow work. They found faith. They're looking down. They've been humbled. They return to Father in some form. I see something that can be considered an urn. I know it's a prison and so on, but I see arches, so portals, etc., entrances, doorways, usually temples, illumination, and this speaks of honoring something or someone that may have passed on and so on. Because fire also reduces everything to ashes, and I don't know if you've seen Gregory Colbert's Ashes and Snow. I feel this person is able to connect with another being at that intimate degree, whereas everything is just miraculous, it's magical, but in slow motion, so hence the necessity of time for things to unfold. Also, fire needs fuel, and it's fueled by emotions, because again, water. This can be the channeling between the upper and the lower, where the passions are raised up, right? And they're externally already, someone is working with them. They're trusting their heart. Moving forward in faith. One more card and I'm letting you go. Need I say more? The passions are in his hands, you see? That strength again, resilience and so on, and on his head. He's determined to manifest whatever he needs to manifest. Green should be a harmony or a balance, an alchemization of some sort. The pale or white horse marks transition, transformation, but also purity, worthiness, merit. This is someone who's also beyond or despite all appearances, very noble, respected, gentle. Yes, very constantly movement and the blue is the waters. The whole of his trunk is actually harmonized. The water is using, both extremities, left and right, alchemization, and the red, and the water is traversing him. So it's from the heart, following passions, wish, want, desire, and inner light, inner guidance. That translates externally by seeing the signs, synchronicities, alignment, etc. Very beautiful. Then one card here. Position of authority. This is also someone that has actually obtained something recently. So obviously they are very confident in knowing that they do have something to offer. This is you've met a very powerful masculine at a stage in their life where they were appearing as the opposite of what they were. And just in tonight's live, we were discussing how, the prince and beggar. This was it's a king in the making. They're in their own power, assertive, skilled, capable, in tune with their intuition, not confused about their wants, needs, and desires, not afraid to take action into pursuing. So if there's distance, yes, messenger, someone's coming, traveling towards you. Position of authority also means, love-wise, it means an official partner, a king, an emperor. Ringing bells, right? Honoring, announcement, marriage, and rightful, sitting rightfully on their own throne, as in receiving all the accolades and rewards and acknowledgement for merit. This is a king that's worth being called one, precisely because they never pursued power. For them, this is not power, this is responsibility, authority. Again, a leader of some sort, very respected and appreciated. This is the type of a king that gets down on the battlefield and stands right in front of everyone else, has no preferential treatment, doesn't want any. They want things that are conquered, earned. They don't look for shortcuts. Very balanced, very harmonized. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, definitely a king here. And definitely a seed. And in the beginning, we can consider this as the Ace of Wands as well. A very powerful new beginning, very passionate and super exciting, warm, expansive, positive, and creative. High probability of either pregnancies, presence of children in some form, but also new projects, powerful moves and decisions, and very important decisions. And someone claiming the rightful place. In this case, if it's another person, it's towards, being their counterpart. Up until now, they existed in potential, and there they come, fire, Leo, fire, right, to take their place, the rightful place, because she's sitting at his right side. Wow. I am your king, right? You are my queen, period. Powerful. Very, very powerful. Hey, blessings. There's a proposal, an offer, an initiation. Again, a seed, an opportunity, a major change which marks the beginning of a new stage of your life. It's all for the highest good, in the sense it's going in a positive direction. Again, very expansive. And the fact that it's an integrated and alchemized passion it means it's also going to be, it's not just instinct or impulse or, you know, the consuming desires and lust and lower level or lower degrees desire. No, this is someone who went through a lot and they mourned and healed, and they're ready now. This is also high levels of energy and just generally speaking prosperity, good tidings when it comes to investments, proposals, offers, very promising, but they're not necessarily verbally promising, they're energetical wise promising, because this person knows who they are and again what they're doing and what they want. This is a person worth not only having by one's side, but literally to lead the way, whether it's safety, whether it's whatever. Many blessings. Sorry. Shalom.